What if I told you that one of Hallmark's most beloved leading men found his real-life love story not on a movie set, but at a gym in Montreal? This isn't a scripted romance. It's the true story of Andrew Walker and the woman who's been by his side for over 2 decades, his wife, Cassandra Troy. And trust me, their story feels straight out of a movie. It all began in 2004. Andrew was back home in Canada visiting from Los Angeles. Cassandra was 21, finishing college in Montreal and working part-time at a gym in the West Island. Fate stepped in quietly. Andrew's dad happened to be a member. One visit turned into a meeting turned into sparks. But there was one problem. Andrew lived in LA. Cassandra wasn't interested in a long-distance relationship. Even though he asked her out multiple times, she hesitated. Until one night, through mutual friends, they ran into each other again. This time they talked. Really talked. 2 days later, they were inseparable. 5 days later, they went hiking in Mont Tremblant and said, "I love you." 5 days. When we met and fell in love so quickly, we were babies, Cassandra later shared. She was 21. Andrew had just turned 25. But sometimes, when you know, you know. In 2006, after graduating, Cassandra made a bold decision. She moved from Montreal to Los Angeles to be with Andrew. No overthinking, no fear, just faith. "I didn't think twice," she said. "Ignorance is bliss." But it wasn't always easy. Her first year in LA was tough. New city, new life, new identity. Eventually, landing a job with Canadian fashion brand Joseph Ribkoff helped her find her footing. She built her own circle, her own rhythm, her own independence. Meanwhile, Andrew's acting career was gaining momentum. Years passed. Their relationship deepened. Then came the proposal, and it wasn't flashy Hollywood glamour. While filming in Canada, Andrew knew he wanted to propose in Kluane National Park, a place he called the most perfect place. His original idea? A dramatic airplane proposal around a mountain. What actually happened? A quiet hike, no emerald ring, just a ring box with a piece of string inside. And honestly, it was perfect. On June 7, 2012, nearly a decade after meeting, they eloped at San Francisco's City Hall. No big wedding, no extravagant party, just the two of them. They even used the money they saved to invest in a dream. Because Andrew and Cassandra aren't just partners in love, they're partners in business. In 2013, they co-founded a cold-pressed juice company that would eventually become Little West. What started as a small juice shop in LA grew into a wholesale brand and even became the juice partner at Coachella. Cassandra had spent years in fashion, but she felt called toward food and wellness. Andrew believed in the vision. Running a business as a married couple? Some days it's easier, some days it's harder, Cassandra admitted. The key? Communication. Staying in your lane and remembering you're on the same team. And that word, communication, is something Andrew swears by too. "I wish there was a secret," he once said, "but I think it's just communication." Over the years, their love expanded into something even bigger. In July 2015, they welcomed their first son, West. In December 2019, their second son, Wolf, completed their family. Parenthood brought unconditional love and uncomfortable conversations, but they committed to raising their boys as a united front, disciplining with compassion, staying aligned, growing together. Through premieres, red carpets, Hallmark events, and business milestones, Cassandra has stood proudly beside Andrew, and he, in return, has never stopped cheering her on. On his birthday in 2024, Cassandra wrote, "Life with you is my fave. You don't believe in restrictions, but rather limitless possibilities." Maybe that's the real secret, not perfection, not grand gestures, but two people who met just 10 minutes from each other growing up, yet had to wait until their 20s to collide. Two people who said "I love you" after 5 days. Two people who chose each other, again and again, for over 20 years. In a world obsessed with fairy tales, Andrew Walker and Cassandra Troy proved that the most beautiful love stories aren't written in scripts. They're lived.